Hello and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today, especially you, Henry. Henry sent in this video, suggested I take a look. I can't read it, but I just trust Henry that it's a good idea. No, Henry told me apparently these guys, these Germans, went to a Trump rally. So I can only imagine. I mean, I can't read German, but this right here, ist so dumb, I can read that. So I'm terrified of what this is going to be, which I think means it will make for a good reaction. Definitely go check out these guys' channel. They have a lot of other videos that look really cool. Nather Brothers. I don't know how to pronounce it when it's an A before an E like that. Regardless, it's linked down below. Check them out. I guess I should translate this. Our experience as Germans at a Trump rally. It's so stupid. Okay, pretty straightforward. It could have just said it's so dumb. Clearly that word was dumb. D-U-M-M. Which is stupid, but don't ever call me when I'm in the middle of a reaction, okay? You should know that. You're now blocked. Okay, hopefully there's captions. Come on, play.
Es war echt so absurd.
Ja, die Leute waren verwirrt und geisteskrank.
Recently, I have learned that Christopher Columbus, everybody says found America, he was Jewish.
Plus, wir wurden fast.
First of all, what's the relevance? I also like the notion, oh, he found America. He found America with a bunch of people on it already. Isn't that interesting? But now I'm wondering, is he Jewish? Apparently, they did some kind of DNA and think he was Jewish. I do not care, but okay.
Fast erschossen, weil unsere Tarnung aufgeflogen ist.
So,
You're
ein
almost
Lukas,
shot.
ist jetzt mit der Waffe angekommen. Was machen wir jetzt?
Warum haben wir uns das alles angetan? Wir verstehen komplett nicht, warum er überhaupt so erfolgreich ist. Es macht vorn und hinten keinen Sinn. In meinen Augen ist er ein dummes...
What was that? Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know what my phone's doing. It's now, the volume's now off. My apologies. What did he say? He doesn't understand why Trump got elected?
Warum haben wir uns das alles angetan? Wir verstehen komplett nicht, warum er überhaupt so erfolgreich ist. Es macht vorn und hinten keinen Sinn. In meinen Augen ist er ein dummes...
That's an interesting thing. I mean, I can definitely explain it. I guess I'll explain it very quickly, just in case, because I feel like that's kind of a pervasive question. Like, how was Trump successful? Why was he elected? Why would anyone vote for him? The answer, I guess, if I was going to boil it down as simple as possible, because I do understand it. I really do understand it pretty deeply, especially because I live in Indiana. I mean, obviously, this state voted for Trump twice. 3 times, actually. Trump is viewed as the opposite of a traditional politician. Like, he is a middle finger to the establishment. That's how they view him, which is alluring to a lot of people, and especially the middle America, that feels like they've kind of been forgotten, and also kind of feels like middle America is more traditional. It kind of feels like the country's been moving in a more liberal direction. And, well, especially that all has come to kind of a head. It's mostly to do with social reasons. There's been a lot of social movements in the last 12 years, 10 years. As far as, like, what am I trying to say? Like, transsexuals playing in sports, like, people that used to be biological males playing in female sport teams. It's like people saying white people have privilege, and that really rubs a lot of these people the wrong way, especially the white people in middle America, who a lot of them are poor. They're being told they have this privilege and stuff. It really, really bothers them, especially when the people saying it are like suits from the cities. Hopefully this is making sense. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I do understand it. And that is for sure the massive part of his base that basically just says, screw you, establishment, that's kind of like overlooked me, forgotten me, you don't speak my language. Now, of course, Trump himself is a suit. He's a billionaire businessman. So it's very ironic that he would be considered, you know, the god of this movement, but it's the way he talks. He's really connected with these people. Basically made it like a cult. You know, like a cult of, hey, we are straight white men, and the other side for so many years now says they hate straight white men, basically, and that straight white men are the problem. And they say, so this like Trump movement, MAGA movement came to say, screw you. That's it. Boom. Hopefully that made sense.
Kamala, a low IQ person.
Und deswegen dachten wir uns, wir gehen mal undercover dahin. Ja, zum einen mal aus
The Germans for Trump shirts. It didn't have to say Germans. It could have just said, go Trump. I love it. Germans for Trump. Oh my God. These have to be the only shirts in the world. Germans for Trump. What? Okay.
Sicherheitsgründen.
Actually, I guess some Germans, like in the AfD, it might be. I don't know. You guys tell me. Does the AfD in general support Trump? I would assume so. But in a way, I'd also think they're more protectionist. And so they want Germany first, not America. Anyway.
Damit wir eben nicht erschossen werden und zum anderen auch, damit die Leute mit uns reden. Also es war super viel los, es ist echt crazy. Ich glaube 30.000 Leute oder so.
I can't even imagine.
So alle komplett in ihrem Merch.
I've never been to a Trump rally.
Und gleich die ersten, mit denen wir geredet haben, waren komplett die härtesten Verschwörungstheoretiker und Waffenfanatiker. Es war ganz absurd.
If you want ammunition, bullets, you have to do a background check to get them. It's insane.
How crazy.
This is Tony.
If our founders were around about 2,000 years ago, they would have still done a constitution, but instead of guns, it would have been swords. All the stuff you hear about gun violence, there's no such thing. Because if
Didn't he just kind of make the argument that, like, hey, weapons has advanced a lot since the Constitution was written? You know, they wouldn't have wanted you to own an AR-15. They were talking about muskets. Like, he basically just made that argument.
if I were to
I don't know if I can, like, I'm not going to bother to refute or try to respond to everything I hear here. I'm just going to take it in, okay?
take my loaded pistol and put it on this counter, how long is it going to take for it to shoot somebody? Okay, that's all propaganda.
Nachdem wir dann Tony eigentlich nur eine Frage zum Second Amendment gestellt haben, hat er komplett seinen Verschwörungsfilm gefahren. Und seine Frau ist dann auch noch darauf eingestiegen.
Oh, we're getting invaded by the illegals and, all over the place. See, that's why it's globalist, you know? That's why you call them.
And also, I will say, this right here, this is pretty fringe, you know? The whole argument I just laid out as far as what makes up his base, this is really the fringe right here. As you can see, I mean, he's literally selling T-shirts.
It's all over. The scamdemic, it's all over. That's your pattern, you know? It's all about data analysis, pattern analysis.
I can go over there because I'm part German. I am entitled to claim it, which I just might do. Maybe I should take over Merkel's job.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, because she has to go.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't think you even want me to go to Ukraine. Because Zelensky and his wife, how much money did she spend in Paris on clothes? What, $40,000? Recently I have learned that Christopher Columbus, everybody says found America, he was Jewish, and so were all of his ship members. And people don't know that.
Ja, danach haben wir dann eben auch noch mit anderen Leuten geredet.
People don't care.
Also der erste hat eigentlich wahnsinnig wenig erzählt, sondern er unterstützt Trump einfach nur, weil er an Amerika glaubt, was
This is so embarrassing, guys. I don't even know what to say.
auch immer das heißen soll.
Why are you voting for Donald Trump?
Oh, because he believes in America.
Okay.
Die nächste hat dann halt ihre Verschwörungstheorien über die
There you go.
Ukraine rausgehauen.
I feel like he's going to end the Ukraine war,
Okay.
which was totally a fabricated war by President Biden.
thought she was going to say Putin, but okay. All right.
Und
okay. I don't even, what does that even mean? It's a fabricated war. Like, it's not real. It's made up. It's fake.
der
It's definitely real.
dritte war dann irgendein Südkoreaner.
Why are you here?
Actually, we are supporters. We came from Korea, and we are supposed to. We are supposed to support. I have. Okay, I've been to maybe North Korea many times, from South Korea, and back and forth to North Korea. But actually, maybe right now Trump met Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un is actually coming out from the China. You know what I'm saying? Many people thinking about China and North Korea very familiar and very close, but that's wrong. North Korea's Kim Jong-un, he got this many interview with the state of the minister of state.
Can we move on?
The Kim Jong-un nearly hate him. That is the China side. That's
hey, I mean, this guy's from South Korea. I don't know if he's an American. I guess he's an American citizen, huh?
Why maybe I think maybe Trump want to take out Kim Jong-un from the China CSP, and he want to make the same team, and then maybe they want to make it isolate. Looks strategy, but I think they very high level strategy.
Aber was auf jeden Fall war, was sich komplett durchgezogen hat, alle, mit denen wir gesprochen haben, waren der Ansicht, dass Trump die Wahl 2020 gewonnen hat und Biden eigentlich illegitim im Weißen Haus hockt.
Do you think the 2020 election was rigged? Or like how they rigged it?
You know it was. You go to bed at 11 o'clock at night and Trump's winning, and you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden there's 400,000 votes ahead.
Oh my God.
Nah, it was rigged.
Yeah.
That's because there were a bunch of votes, a bunch of mail-in votes that hadn't been counted yet.
You know it was rigged.
Yeah.
Which heavily skewed Democrat. The Democrats stayed home and mailed in their votes. The Republicans went and voted in person, so it was counted much quicker. Theirs were counted quickly then. Now, is there some controversy about the Hunter Biden laptop story and how that was, censored online? Yeah. Whole thing is stupid in my opinion. But as far as, where did the votes come from? It's it's so ridiculous. I'm just so over this whole thing. I don't care. It's all stupid.
I do know one thing. The Democrats do not...
It's such a terrible thing to undermine the trust in the election system in general.
want Trump in, and I don't know what they're going to do. They've tried Plan A, which was the lawfare. Plan B tried to assassinate him.
And now they say, I don't know what this lady's saying. I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt. Now they're saying, oh, 2024 was too big to rig. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Was 2020 not as big? What do you mean it was too big to rig? They just say that and then they just move on. Oh, why wasn't this one rigged? It was too big to rig. Oh, it rhymes, so that must mean it's true.
What's Plan?
I hate everybody.
Plan C.
That's what I've decided.
It's to do something with the election.
Insgesamt muss man sagen, bei diesen...
I guess I'll go back and listen to what this lady says, okay? It's painful, but okay.
I do know one thing. The Democrats do not want Trump in.
True.
And I don't know what they're going to do. They've tried Plan A, which was the lawfare. Plan B tried to assassinate him.
So one guy did try to do that, yep.
What's Plan C?
I don't know.
It's to do something with the election.
Okay, well, he did win. I guess it was too big to rig, huh?
Insgesamt muss man sagen, bei diesem ganzen Event, diese Shirts haben viel zu gut funktioniert. Die Leute wollten Fotos mit uns, die Leute wollten unfassbar die ganze Zeit mit uns reden eigentlich. Das war schon ein bisschen gruselig, weil eigentlich...
That's hilarious that these shirts, I can imagine. I mean, obviously Americans talk a lot in general, but you show up saying, hey, I'm German for Trump, that's going to get a lot of attention.
Wollen wir im Internet nicht so...
People are going to be like, hell yeah, brother!
sowas haben mit Germans for Trump. Also nochmal an der Stelle, wir distanzieren uns sehr krass davon. Es geht nur darum, das so ein bisschen low-key zu sein.
Das war ja dann eben auch das Kritische, weil wir so ein bisschen die Kontrolle von der Message verloren haben.
Ja, Jonas hatte eine richtige Panikattacke.
Also es ist wirklich 10-mal radikaler, als wir dachten. Wir haben so Angst.
Wir wollen eigentlich echt nicht mit so einem Scheiß.
Alle fragen uns so, ob wir Fotos mit ihm machen können. Und das wollen wir natürlich.
Und wir wollen eigentlich Kontrolle über die Message haben.
This looks like so much fun, though.
National News, wie wir diese T-Shirts anhaben und geht auf Twitter irgendwie viral. Wir haben uns dann so auf die
Going undercover to a foreign election rally.
Spur haben dann so gefragt, so, yeah, so you YouTuber.
You supporter or what?
Yeah.
You're a supporter? You're from Germany to
We're from Germany here.
to support Trump? Oh, really? Maybe I never about that. You're YouTuber or what?
Dann war einer von denen aus Frankfurt, hat gefragt, wie wir heißen. Und dann hat Armin davor zu ihm gesagt, wie wir heißen, so Natter Brothers. Und dann war er so, aber in Deutschland ist ja eigentlich niemand für Trump. Warum seid ihr hier?
Vor allem, da gibt es auch eine deutsche Reporterin.
Ja,
das war das Schrecklichste gerade in meinem Leben. Bei dem Interview gerade ist dann fertig.
Some of the captions aren't working, but I'm getting the gist of it.
Und dann sehe ich so, wie neben uns noch jemand interviewt wird. Und ich sehe nur so einen deutschen Pass aus der Hosentasche rausschauen. Und mein Herz rutscht mir in die Hose und ich denke mir so, Digga, wenn die uns jetzt anspricht, weil ich meine, was macht man? Kaputt. Digga, da ist ein ganzer fucking Bus mit Trump 2024. Digga.
Und es ist echt scary.
It's so scary.
Is that the most American thing you've ever seen?
Einfach
Die
nach
Leute, die
Hause.
alle sind.
Digga, mir ist wirklich, ich mein's wirklich ernst. Ja, und mir ist wirklich schlecht.
Und dann haben wir eben noch ein letztes Interview geführt, wo wir kurz Todesangst hatten, weil wir vielleicht etwas übertrieben haben mit unserem Undercover und der Undercover-Story und Armin dann doch ein bisschen zu viel geredet hat.
Ich will jetzt gehen, Lukas. Armin, mach eine Frage und dann abhauen.
So why are you voting for Donald Trump?
Massive inflation. Everything just costs like...
This was also, this was a big reason why why incumbents lost across the world. They just happened to be in office during inflation. So, that is, I understand. But obviously, inflation was a worldwide phenomenon. It wasn't just America. It wasn't just Joe Biden. Inflation... A ton of money printing was done under Trump in response to the pandemic. Any response to the pandemic, this gigantic economic shock, it was going to cause some inflation. It's just the shitty reality of it. It's like either deal with the horrible recession from the pandemic or print a bunch of money and cause some inflation and deal with that. One or the other, no good outcome. So it's like, it's just so boring to listen. Oh, inflation. It's the inflation.
So much more.
Very cool.
I just wish people existed in reality,
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
But he seemed respectful, at least, It's like, okay, I get it. It's like, okay, under this administration, prices went up a lot. At least I understand that. Like, I think it's misguided, but at least I understand.
Unbedingt dieses Interview. Mal lang mit diesen Leuten geredet, wir wollten dieses Interview haben. Und dann haben wir halt richtig viel Bullshit erzählt, so, ja, wir sind auch voll die Trump-Supporter extra dafür hingeflogen und so und scheiß mal auf diese Liberalen, die haben unser Leben auch zerstört. Das große Problem ist, wir haben denen unsere...
Wir haben uns unseren Namen gesagt.
Also ja, ich.
Du hast unseren Namen gesagt.
Wir wollten ihn sogar eingegeben.
Er hat ihn sogar eingegeben, sogar genau.
Nein, aber das Hauptproblem ist ja, dass auf unserem Kanal ist das letzte Video mit einem Interview mit einem Dude, wo drauf steht Republicans for Harris und dann Say Howdy to Hitler mit einem Trump-Gesicht.
Genau.
Und dann ist so der eine Typ ist dann so auf Sass weggegangen und dann hat so der eine zum anderen Kollegen gesagt, yeah, check that out. Und dann ist er so kurz verschwunden.
And there are those people, there are Republicans who were for Harris because Trump, yeah. Which is interesting. I don't know what I'm doing. I can barely understand what they're saying at this point, to be honest. So, definitely go finish the video for yourself.
Und dann dachten wir, währenddem wir jetzt das Interview.
But, you know, I can't. Let me see if they do another interview. Okay, let me see what this guy said.
Where do you get your news from?
Well, actually, CNN's the best to get it from because whatever they say, it's the exact opposite.
Also.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I don't know if there is any good news. Is there a good news source? It's like extremely hard to actually find the truth these days. And I'm not saying that from like a right-wing or a left-wing point of view. I'm saying it just as a fact. It's just like everything is biased, you know? And also it's just kind of a difficult reality where it's like how you can't really verify as an individual. It's very hard to verify information. How do you verify it? Go to another source? I guess so. But how do you know that source is correct? Especially when they all like just copy each other. All the same talking points. This video depressed me, guys. I don't know what to say. That was really embarrassing. Mission accomplished. Go check out Nather Brothers, link down below. You know, watch the rest of their video. And check out their other videos. I'll see you guys tomorrow.